Hello, welcome back to Tarot Time with Andy. Excuse me, Tarot by Andy. My mistake, that's my other channel, LOL. Ha ha. Okay, good day. It is Monday. Ding, ding, ding. Going to raise my vibrations. Hit this thing a few times. There we go. Got to feel the tingle. Today, I would like to do Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom being friends with the dastardly duo. My vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. So it has hit the newsstand. Several types of friends they have in Hollywood, and they are there on the list. So let's find out what's actually going on and how close are they actually and what's going to evolve. We'll get down and dirty, find out if they'll even stick around. Not likely, but you know, birds of a feather do flock together, so it could be that situation. And that's why they're comfortable with each other. So here we go. Let's get some energy on Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom and the relationship with the Harkles. Here we go. And that one came out. I'm just going to keep doing it and get some falling out here. That one's out. And then I got these here, and I will take those. Okay, let's see what we got here. For starters, we have there is some bickering. Right away, there is some bickering, some conflicts, and they don't talk all the time. When they have their disagreements, they just go into silent mode with each other, is what that's saying. So there's some ghosting going on. Some ghosting going on with the earth energy in terms of even going out towards each other. They will sort of shut down, but then they will see each other. But their communication kind of isn't probably super personal, I would say. I would say it's kind of on the shallow end. And it's a relationship they have to work at. And they realize that it's a choice. They realize there is a fork in the road and that it is in front of the world. So they do realize it and they have to work at it. So it's not looking like it's a super nice, organic, natural relationship. That it's sort of, giving and receiving help in reverse too. So there's no true harmony going on here. It's looking like it's for public image. Right out the gate, it's public image, I think. Under the surface, and it's Page of Pentacles. It's for public image, for themselves. It's the new path to show that they've got new friendships, a new path, energy, sharing energy, being around each other's energy. And here we go. It's immature energy to have fun and feel young and to feel victorious while they're doing it, to feel like they're winning at the Hollywood game. I feel this is just part of the Hollywood game. It's just par course. It's just what they do. They align themselves with each other, with other couples, because you're stronger as a group than you are as a solo couple. And that is really what I'm feeling here. It's strictly for PR, for attention, keep their name in. It's pulling the same gig that I say on my other channel, Tarot Time with Andy, that that J-Lo and Ben Affleck are doing. They align themselves with other famous people because they are, it's that mob mentality thing. You're stronger in a group than you are solo. And that is totally what's going on. I think they're trying to help them out and give them some strength, but there's really no true friendship here. They shut down. They don't have great communication. They just show their bodies around each other once in a while. They got to work at it. They got to motivate themselves to do it. They know it's a choice, an option. So I'm feeling that this is sort of brought on by their PR machine. Probably encourages them to do it, puts out those stories. They don't see each other that often. They don't talk very often. They don't help each other. So this is just absolutely reeking of PR machine for image control. And if they have seen each other, it's been on a very minimal, because they'd have to work at being friends. So they don't really like each other at all. I mean, literally, let's pull some cards on having to work at it. You shouldn't have to work at your friendships. That's a real big red sign right there. If they got to work at it to see if it'll even pay off, that's what they're wondering. They're wondering, if I put work into this, is it going to pay off? They're hoping it does. They're hoping that they will be victorious for doing so and that it will increase, their visibility here. So that's really what it's about, increased visibility. So What is it about working at this is hard? What is it about working at this relationship that's hard? Okay, that came out. Well, they got to work to create that they're supportive together. So it's work to even make it appear like they support one another. They don't really want to support them. They don't. And we have here, yeah, they really don't want to do it. They do not want to chase after him, and they don't want to talk to him. So this is total PR spin. And King of Wands in reverse. They don't feel that Harry has the creative juices that they have. There's just not I don't see them as being friends. I don't see them going for it, towards it, just to appear like they're supportive. And under the surface of that is just healing from a rock bottom. So it's sort of like they've been called to do it, to help them out for their social image, their social public image. Help them recover their public image. And, inability to change because they can't change the situation. So I'm thinking this is Sunshine Sacks. They're also part of Sunshine Sacks, and that's part of being, we're having Sunshine Sacks and some management, and these people will form these bonds and make it look like they're connected when they're truly not. I don't think they are connected. They know that they have an inability to change the situation that they created, and they put these celebrities in to make it look like they're chummy. So no, I don't think they are. I really don't think they are. Let's get some energy on what does this couple actually think of them. Be direct with the question. What do they actually think of Harry and that woman? What do they actually think of her? What do they actually think of them? What do they actually think of them? What do they actually think of them? There we go. So they do think of them as the Nine of Wands. That they're seeking fulfillment, and they're trying to be resilient. So they are seeking fulfillment and resilience, and that they do not have support. Yes, they're lacking support and devil energy, exploring dark thoughts. So this is kind of like the wounded warrior who's still trying to fight on, and without friends and exploring dark thoughts. So yeah, they just see them for exactly what they are, pissing and moaning, crying public, their public pity party. And they really don't have that support measure, and they don't have the support measure of the family anymore. And they are totally like this wounded warrior still trying to survive. And then we have here, and then the bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups, a new emotional beginning. So they see them as having this new emotional beginning. And we've got in the center of it, we've got here, and that they're going to have to work. They're going to have to work at being happy with their new emotional beginning. And it's not going so well. And they're having to struggle and work towards it. Work towards happiness, to an actual, feeling like it's a happy new beginning, because it's not a happy new beginning, because they're exploring their dark thoughts and they don't have the support, and they're still wounded. They're that wounded warrior. So they see them exactly the way we see them. They're not blinded by it. They see it for what it is. Let's pull some more on this Ace of Cups. Do they think they will actually do well? How do they think this will pan out? How do they think this will actually pan out? They think that it will pan out by needing help, by giving some help and needing a lot of help. So they're not going to be self-sufficient. There's no King of Pentacles there. There's no Queen of Pentacles there. They're going to need help, and all the help they can get. And there we go. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and it's because she is aiming for money, and it hasn't happened. And she's angry, and they're going to need the help with appearing as though that they are high self, that they're woke. They're going to need help appearing woke and appearing as though they're self-sufficient, which they aren't, and that they're making money, and that they're that loving, nurturing queen energy that nurture the world. And so they're going to need help with the PR to make it look like she is a nurturer, which she is not a nurturer, and that she's woke, and she's not. And they're going to need all the public PR help they can to make it appear so, by giving them friends that maybe people might like. Attach these more likable Hollywood celebrities to them will help their cause. And that's part of why we got this Six of Pentacles here, because that's helping them. It's helping them by attaching Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry to them. And then we have here the Emperor in reverse. So that the Emperor in reverse is, is the nasty dad energy. That's your daddy dearest energy. because they were escaping the firm. And so they might sort of be buying into that whole firm narrative of, the royal family being not being healthy for him. So they are buying into that, and Sunshine Sachs buys into that, and so that's why they're coming in and trying to give him this assistance. Yeah. And that's what they think too. They think too that, he was probably mistreated in the family. So they are buying that narrative. They are buying it. I'm going to get some more here. Trying to seek happiness, in the center of the situation. They left. They were seeking happiness. They left. And they want to stay as a family. They're that whole image of a happy family by leaving and by creating a loss too in the situation, because you had to lose something in order to gain. So they're trying to gain this. They had to lose something. And that's just healing from a rock bottom. They're like, oh, we're healing still. We're not self-sufficient. They're not self-sufficient. And, they're going to be having another kid, Page of Cups, another kid. And they are selfish. And so they do view them, Sunshine Sachs kind of views them as selfish. And needing money, really needing money. And that things are not spinning in their favor. The wheel in reverse. So it's not going well. And it's bad luck, and they need to break the cycle. So they're trying to break the cycle by attaching Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry. Definitely not friends. That's just a facade. Lots of smoke and mirrors in a lot of these Hollywood games, attaching celebrities to each other where they don't even know each other. It literally is a hookup. And it's just a photo op. I have a girlfriend who, well, I've known her for over 20 years. Her son's an actor, and he's done some A-listing stuff, okay? I'm not going to name his name, just keep their identity private. But when he first started in Hollywood about 10 years ago, they did photo shoots like that, and they did hook him up with some up-and-coming starlets. And they put out PR stories in all the rag mags and OK Magazine and People Magazine that they were a hot item in dating. They were not. They were not hot in dating because her son is gay, and he doesn't go that way. Okay, so I knew, looking at it, that okay, I see what they're doing here. It was just to raise both their bar and attention, and to get gigs and to draw more attention to what they were doing. And they were actually working for Disney. They were working for Disney. So they were quite young, very young teenagers when this was all going down. So yes, I'm completely aware of the fake hookups. That just proved it to me right there, because I know what goes on in her life, and I know how he thinks, and I know he had been out of the closet since he was in high school. So I'm like, okay, so why are they doing this? Okay, trying to raise his celebrity. So, you can't buy any of that stuff. And that relationship is no difference. This relationship with Katy Perry and Orlando is strictly just to raise the bar on their fame. And that's it. So let's get, how does Meghan and Harry feel right now with friendships? How do they feel right now with their friendships? How do they feel with their friendships? Here we go. How do they feel with their friendships? Here we go. We've got here, they know that they got to choose carefully because of their life. Two of Swords. So they feel like they've got to balance it out. They got to find some people who are the right balance for them also. And we've got here, burdens. They don't want the burden. So really they're kind of being a little shy about it because they don't want the burden because they're hiding so much. They've got so much going on. Yeah, death. Yeah, a lot of endings with the relationships. Yeah, it's just not what it appears, you guys. It's just not what it appears. And because it's in front of the world, they're going to fake it. This whole, narrative of being loved by Hollywood's, insiders is just not happening. And then the Four of Cups in reverse, they're trying to heal from the discontented, not wanting them. But it's just not working too good. With the Four of Cups in reverse, there's no stability in friendships. Zero stability. And they're very bored. But they realize there's no stability. So I think they're really staying quiet about it. They don't really want to chase after it because they've got so many burdens. They don't want people to know their burdens. So they got to keep those burdens a secret. So, and they know that They can't change themselves and they can't change the situation. So the relationships die before they even start, because it's also in front of the whole world, and they're afraid their burdens are going to go in front of the whole world, and they don't want people to know it. So they don't even really hardly get off the ground. They don't even get off the ground. If there's anything, it's very shallow. It's extremely shallow. There's, as you notice, there's absolutely no cups here. There's no cups here. We got here also, and they know they left, and a lot of people think it was stupid that they left. They probably shouldn't have. And they feel that they regret that they left. They totally regret it, that they're not there. And yeah, that they left. And that was a dumb move. It was a dumb move on their part. And they feel that too. So yeah, just fake, 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 fake. Hollywood is an illusion. Hollywood is all smoke and mirrors, you guys. From makeup, costumes, butt and breast pads, body pads, facial tape and wigs, you name it. It's completely an illusion. Let's get some more on the friendship illusions. How many more friendship illusions are they going to do? Friendship illusions. Friendship illusions. Here we go. We got here because they're not happy. It's sunny in Southern California, but the couple's not happy. But they're going to try and make it look like they are. They're going to make it look like they are. This is the goal. The goal is this, but the reality is this, okay? Under the surface, we have here, it is a tower crashing moment about to happen on them. And in the center of it, of this whole thing, is the Seven of Wands in reverse. So sevens upright is gaining experience. So they're really not gaining much experience or courage, and they're not happy, and it's just a tower crashing moment. And this guy is holding up with the Seven of Wands. You know, he's very defiant. There's total defiance. So and victory. And they're victorious in their defiance. And success is coming close. It's just around the corner, because they're gaining experience in fighting. That victory is close, but it's not. That victory is not close. All this fighting and victory is not close, is what this is saying. And all in attempts to be happy, but they're not happy, and to avoid a tower crashing moment in their life. Because we left because we're avoiding this tower crashing moment. We left because we want to be happy. We left because we wanted to fight and get successes close. But it's not happening. Success isn't close. They are miserable, and that tower is still crashing. Yeah, that tower is still crashing. So that's the reality of it, the absolute reality. At the bottom of the deck, they're going to act like they're giving and receiving help. They're giving help, and they're going to ask for help. And then in the center of it, they're trying to appear like we are the Ace of Wands. We are creative starters. We are entrepreneurial. We sell you stuff. We merchandise. We give out ideas. You're going to want us because we are high energy. We are fast. We're hasty. We get stuff done. We get stuff done. And so this is fearless action and wisdom. It's, they just feel that they should be listened to and looked at and seen while they're giving help, the illusion of giving help to other people. Even though they're absolutely miserable, insufferable, and nothing's going right, but we're going to appear as though we are the leaders in this, the leaders with courage here, and you are to don't go by what's actually truly happening. Just listen and look at the facade, and don't look behind the curtain. This is behind the curtain. This is the this is behind the curtain, and this is on the stage, basically. And so that's the illusion. What's going on behind the curtain is completely different than what you're seeing on stage, on the world stage. It's a completely different story. And they are trying their best to hide it. So that's why they're not taking in any friendships. That's why they're not removing their boundaries. That's why it's a burden to have friends right now. It's a huge burden to have friends, to have anyone truly close to them, because they're going to find out all their secrets. They're going to find out that this is the reality. And they're trying to sell you this. So, yeah, that is it on Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry. Not really friends. I hope you guys enjoyed this on your holiday weekend. Until next time, like and subscribe, and join me on my other channel, Tarot Time with Andy, for everything non-royal. Bye, you guys.